been a couple of years. I think probably about two, but I went to this. My partner took me. We don't go out too often. I get really busy with stuff, or my jobs I work end up keeping me from ever really doing anything fun. But this was the Paranormal Circus, and you see it says Cirque d'Italia. Was really amazing, and I haven't really seen anything like it before because they're just kind of non-existent, right? We don't really have that in this country anymore. I feel like we have done a good job of killing all of the arts in a way that we don't have anything interesting anymore. It was a really fun experience. Now, I don't mind the fair. I love Ren fairs. I love a lot of those events. And there is something in particular about these events that are really special. Now, I had never seen live magic until I had seen this show, and they did a lot of neat tricks. And I've seen the tricks before. I've seen them revealed. But I will tell you, and this is something that nobody had prepared me for and nobody's told me, that even if you know how the trick is done, when you see it live in an area where the lighting is set up for the trick properly, where it's not through a television camera, the illusion is so real. One of the tricks they did was disappearing a woman into a box, even though I could tell there was a mirror, and I knew, and it might just be me because I might be, rife with the tism. The illusion was still there. It was still very magical. Not to be punny in that, but it was very magical. It was very good. The energy in the show was extremely good. The gags they did were commonplace. I've seen the gags done in televised events. I've heard about the gags they do, where like the guy is one I like is they're picking somebody out of the audience and they pick all the different people and the really burly guy stands up, and the guy was marked in the crowd though. He was wearing a really obscure striped shirt that was like red and yellow. So I knew already from the beginning of the show they had him planted. I knew, I was like, that guy's part of the show. I know he's part of the show. But even with that, it was still neat to see. It was still funny. It was still executed great. They did a great job. And I love carnies. They can be bad, yes, but I love carnies, and I love the circus performers are great. Like, I have that small town part of me that just kind of falls in love with circus performers. Maybe I should have been in the circus. I don't know. But I feel like we don't have a lot of these acts, and I think something else that supports that is stuff like Jacques the Whipper. I'm not going to tag him in this video, but we don't have circus acts really anymore. You have to really, really look hard to find them. And I feel like we need that. We need more of this back in the United States. These are long since gone for the novelty of it all. We don't have these anymore. There's no fun anymore. What are our summer events? Concerts? Yeah, concerts are great. Don't get me wrong. I love concerts, but they're hard to get into. They're overcrowded. They're expensive now. I can't afford to go to most concerts. I don't have $75 to $150 to pay for crappy tickets. And that's kind of what you're getting. Save some shows. I will say I got lucky enough to be front row at, a Shinedown concert. Was very grateful for that. But it was because I had to rush towards the front of the stage. It wasn't like it was pre-assigned seating or anything. I had a great seat at this show that I went to here at the circus. It was great. It was wonderful. We don't have it anymore, though. They're just not there. And the reason is the demand's not there. People just aren't presented with it anymore, so they don't care. We have farmers markets and stuff, but that's not entertaining. It's just a thing to do, Do I think some of the events need to be safer, like the carnivals that come through town, that have the rides that are rickety? Sure, somebody needs to be checking that out. That's dangerous. But these shows are not. They were great. It was hot, but I didn't care. It distracted me enough that I enjoyed it. So I really miss stuff like this. I really wish we had more of it. I'd probably go again if they came back through. I missed it. I think it was earlier this year. I may have missed it. Again, just too much going on. But if they come back through again, if I'm wrong on that, and it was last year and they're doing it this year, I will try to make it. I had a good time. I thought it was great. But anyway, guys, tell me what you think. Tell me what shows you missed, what events you've missed that were on as a kid that aren't anymore, and why you don't see these. Why don't you watch these anymore?